This mic is hot. Somebody got to go to sleep, so we got to do something.
Somebody get sleep.
Okay, hey, ambush the game. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about standards. Let me drill down, right? With this one topic that's been hot and trending on the internet, restaurant rules. If the owner has a dress code, will you follow the dress code, or do you think because you are spending money that you can come in any attire that you want? You like that? Okay, here we go then. All right, so I guess I'm going to start off with what I think. If there are a set of rules in place and I want something from this establishment, I will follow their rules to get their goods. That's my take, straight and simple. Sean, what's up?
What's up, y'all? I totally agree with that. When people have established rules, you follow the rules. And don't give me, well, if you have rules and I can't wear my bonnet or I can't wear my slippers or my PJs, then don't sell the items that I want. That's beside the point. Right. Because you have a dress code at your job.
Right.
You can't wear a bonnet at your job.
Right.
But yet and still you still go to work and you don't put up a fuss about it.
Right.
So what's the difference between going to work and obeying that dress code and then coming into somebody else's establishment? It doesn't matter that you're spending money. You coming into somebody else's establishment where they're also paying employees and abide by their rules. What's the difference?
All right, that's it.
I think the job and the code for the restaurant, I think they may not think they have to follow that because they're spending their money. As with the job, they're getting paid to do a job, but nevertheless, it still should be the same. If there is a dress code, follow the dress code, or don't patronize the business. But don't take it upon yourself to just do what you want to do because you're spending your dollar.
That's pretty straightforward. Now, we got a hot mic here. I'm interested in knowing what Trayvon had to say about this one. Come on, talk to us.
I knew he was going to come to me.
Yeah.
So I think we don't really have standards. People feel like they can just do what they want to because we're adults. But again, as I said, we live in a society where there are norms that we go by. Okay, so you shouldn't be an adult and you're wearing a bonnet that you just woke up in. That just doesn't make sense to me. You wouldn't go to would you take that bonnet to the club? So why would you go to a restaurant where you're gonna see people of all walks of life?
I'm sure the hood clubs, they got bonnets on the hood clubs.
You might be right, Chris. You might be right.
I don't frequent those, so I mean, I may be wrong on that, but
I'm pretty sure.
I might be wrong on that, and that would be very disappointing if I am. It just really shows where we are as a people.
Okay, so this particular establishment has a list of rules that they would like their patrons to abide by because they want to have a more family-friendly environment. Hey, I applaud that. I think to even have that in an urban area and be as successful as they are, that's not a whole lot to ask for. You should be happy that they didn't move it to the other side of town.
Exactly.
Right.
And let you have the little chicken joints with that old grease that they cooking up the chicken with.
Absolutely.
Chicken tenders and fish.
James, my brother, you got something for this one? Get the mic, bro.
I was saying everything. I mean, you said everything.
Hey, get the mic.
You hit it right on the head.
Yeah. You're talking to the mic, though.
I mean, ain't nothing that I can say. I mean, you just never know who could be there watching. I mean, at the time. I mean, I could be. You don't just really do nothing like that because you might be trying to sell the club, or sell the establishment to somebody else, and he see that, and
might scare him off.
Yeah, he might not want to hear you. I don't want to take care. I don't want to deal with nothing like that. You allowing people to come in here like that and ain't saying nothing to them. Hey, I don't want no establishment like that. Somebody else might do.
You never know, but even if you wasn't selling the establishment, even if you wasn't selling it, what's wrong with just having a set of rules anyway?
That's true. What's
wrong with just having rules anyway?
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, it starts with good management. I mean, you're a manager and you see that happening, you just let it go ahead and take place. I mean, without just stopping it right,
Yeah.
I think you might need some some more manager skills.
So I'm pretty sure that through our lifetime, we've all seen places that started out okay, and with certain things being allowed, it just progressively gotten worse to the point where it gets shut down because of some violent act, or you stop going. There's no way, well, at least for me, that I'm going to go somewhere and spend money and be in danger at the same time. I'm not a stunt man, so I'm not interested in going to get something to eat or buy an outfit, and I got to take a pistol just to get a 6-piece. Yeah. Okay, what say you, Reese Cups?
So I'm just thinking, and I was wondering, when the turkey leg hut was established, did the rules come at that time, or was it something? Did something happen? The reason they say, "Hey, we need to establish these rules."
That's kind of what James was hitting on. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, a business just opening, you want to get, you want to patronize everybody, you want it to be successful. And I believe, and I could be all the way off when I say this, I believe that the turkey leg hut did not start out having rules
like this
for a dress code.
They had to develop the rules because
I believe along the way they kept seeing, okay, this ain't going the way that we see it, that it's progressing, and we need to put these rules in place.
Yeah, you mean kind of like the other, wasn't that in Texas where the girls were twerking on the table?
Yes.
So when you see stuff like that, then I guess you got to ratchet up your rules a little bit to keep a certain element out. But if you think about it, when we were younger, there were certain clubs we know that we could go to without a dress code. You could wear t-shirts and sneakers.
Right. Absolutely.
But the clubs that didn't want that element, you had to have a dress code.
Yes.
That's how you keep the youngsters out of there.
Absolutely.
So, I guess it seems like you only need that for us.
Yes.
You never really see it a whole lot with the other groups of people, is what I'm saying.
Right.
That club right down here, they call it, one right here.
Where the bread place used to be?
Yeah. Twerking and all go there. The dress code.
The plush.
Dress code is out the window.
They probably don't care because they want
for
the
every
money.
woman you see, she has a skirt on right here, up to her thighs. So when she bent over, you can't miss but see something.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm serious about that.
Oh, I know.
But guess what though? What that tell you?
Well, when you don't have a dress code, anybody, it's just open for anybody.
Open season. Yeah.
It's open season for anything.
Anything. Yep.
So in certain establishments that have dress codes, I think you begin to see, the classiness in certain things.
Yeah.
I think so that's just like when. What is that? I went to last year. It was the mayor's ball. The mayor's ball that was down at the museum. Strict dress code. So that kept a certain class of people out.
Yeah.
So therefore you didn't have to worry about, watching your back, if I gotta carry my pistol in here. So I think a dress code is necessary when it comes to certain things.
Yeah.
Certain places, certain events, certain establishments.
What say you, Deuce? Deuce, you got in the comments for this one? Do you believe in dress codes?
Yes, I do. I agree with everything everybody has said. It should be a dress code.
So if I had a restaurant and I had that 8-piece you wanted, and you wanted a side of fried green tomatoes, and I said, hey, ain't no bonnets up in here, you coming in or no?
I'm gonna take my bonnet off if I want it bad enough.
Okay.
On that, one of the things that she said, well, it was just a pickup order. So even though it was a pickup order, she felt like it was okay to wear the bonnet because, hey, I'm just picking it up. But if you got to come inside the establishment and you know that the establishment says, hey, it ain't no bonnets allowed, you just going to roll up in there anyway and say, hey, I'm just picking it up.
That's
and you just going to come up in there just because.
What you mean?
That ain't probably the first time she done went in an establishment with the bonnet on. Probably do it all the time.
Yeah, she probably rolls around with a. Yeah.
Well, I mean, me and Sean was up there in Sam's a couple of days ago. We saw a woman that she just got up out the bed. Like she just literally just rolled over, went to the bathroom, came on out, jumped in the car, and went on up the sink. I mean, had bun it all, with the Sam the show. Like, wait a minute, I know she ain't wear that big. I'm talking about it hanging all the way down, like here, ain't it, show.
But you have some establishments that's accepting of that because, like Reese said earlier, they just want your money.
That's it.
They just want your money.
That's
So,
it. Guess what? Now, I'm gonna be honest. If I had a grocery store or something like Sam, well, I mean, I ain't gonna tell no lie, but if you spending money, you coming in $300, $400 out, you ain't gonna be in there naked. But the night clothes stuff, I might get away with.
Okay, now I'm gonna push back on that one, and here's why. You're talking about a chain of restaurants or box stores versus this may be this family's only location. So I'm not gonna let you ruin it. Number one, we always find, when I say we, I'm talking about black people, let me make sure I'm absolutely clear on that one. We always find a way to circumvent everything.
Right,
Yes, we do.
We always look for the way out. The lowest common denominator.
Right.
We always look for it. So if it's as simple as a pickup order, so what? The rules are no bonnets in the place, right?
Correct.
Or bonnets or whatever the rules may be.
Right.
Those are the rules. Now,
Right.
one thing I always say is how you do anything is how you do everything.
Yep.
That's right.
The question is, if there's no bonnets in the place and you tell me, well, it's just a pickup order, and I say, well, yeah, that's okay. I just open the door for something else.
Absolutely.
You got to stand fast on whatever you said the rules are.
Yeah,
Yes.
because
Or either don't make them.
somebody's gonna take
Yeah,
that
that's
further.
true. That's true.
That's
And
right.
not only that, do you have a drive-through? If you don't want to take your bonnet off or follow the rules, stay in the car
That's right.
and go through the
The
drive-through.
bottom line is there are certain items of clothing that people wear that the public should not see.
Absolutely,
And
I
bonnets
agree.
is one of them. I agree. I think bonnets is one of them.
Yeah.
Your night clothes is meant for you to be seen by you, your children,
And your
whoever's in your
significant other.
household.
That's it.
Okay, you shouldn't be wearing that to Walmart.
But that people do.
And this is why most people go to. This is why most people of a certain stature goes to Target.
Yeah, well, that's true. I think I agree with that one.
So if you didn't have no rules set up, and the person came in there and they was finna spend $1,000, would you make that sale? Person didn't tell them about your, for what they wear and what they can't,
No.
or wouldn't just sell it to them at all? You just missed
No,
that
that's
$1,000.
disingenuous. Because if
you're
I'm going
lowering
to play
your
them out for
standard.
their money, then put them out, that's low down.
Yeah, and that's lowering your standards as
So
well.
if the rules are the rules and I can catch them before they drop the $1,000, then the rules are the rules. So there has to be something. Hey, man, we were, I was listening to some guys talk today about how the young people don't respect nothing but the bag. How us older people have a little bit more that we care about, whereas the younger people, only care about status and who has the money. But the point I'm getting to is we got principles. So if it's $1,000 versus my rules, then it's gonna be my rules.
Absolutely.
The way it should be.
Right.
Because you have
Absolutely.
to be able to stand on something.
You
And
do.
your integrity should speak loudly when it comes to
Our
stuff like
morals
that.
and standards are
Absolutely.
worth
Yeah.
more than the $1,000 that you are
Exactly.
spending.
Because if you don't spend $1,000 because you can't wear a bonnet inside, somebody with more class than you come in and pay $5,000.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with
So-
that. I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
So I think
But I'm talking about if you just had them about that and not the rules of it.
But the rules are established.
We've already established
The rules are established.
So are you asking if they don't know what the rules are?
That's what I'm saying. If they don't know what the rules are yet.
well, we can't
If they-
blame
if they-
somebody for not knowing what the rules are,
Yeah.
but
That's
if
what
I
I'm
can
saying.
catch
If I came
them,
up in there the first week, and it's okay. If somebody came up there in the first week and did that, and let's say you was gonna put the rules up the next week.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Would you? And but you know this is gonna be in your rule. How they looking? So would you not take that money in that sale, or would you just take the money in the sale and then just tell them that's the last time they can come in?
I think, not speaking for the rest of the panel, but if I knew that this particular rule was going to be in place, but it wasn't in place at the time that they came in, but I knew it, I would make them aware, say, hey, sir, ma'am, we can do this time, but I just want to let you know that next week, or whenever the rule is going to be on this date, this practice that you're doing right now will not be tolerated.
tolerated.
Okay.
So it's up to you now if you want to patronize or not. But I'm letting you know that the next time you come in, that may not be acceptable.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
You know, and unbeknownst to us, the rules may have been established already and put up where people could see. Because you have small businesses like something as small as a gas station that'll have no shoes, no shirts.
Yes.
You know, that's plastered on. Yeah, that's plastered on the doors. So don't come up in here barefoot like you used to. You know, don't come up in here bare chested like you used to.
Let me ask you this: you think people follow the rules at every establishment you go to?
No.
You should, but
And
they
I'm gonna tell
don't.
you something. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say no too. Because you know why?
Why?
Because you can go. People don't follow small rules. You can go to the bathroom. They tell you to let the handle up. I mean, they can have it clear on the sign. A sign up there said, "Please let the handle up on the bathroom." Let the light. Or either simple stuff. Let the handle up. But don't urinate on the floor. But you can see that when you go in the bathroom.
You do, yeah.
And those are the small things.
But let me ask you this. Do you think you can police everything? Or are you banking on there being a certain level that people should have, period?
Yeah, there's a certain
If I have to tell you, you good. Yeah, you get the mic. If I have to tell you don't pee on the floor, then you got other issues.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but whatever. There are some certain house rules that you should already have before you enter into this establishment.
Yeah,
You should know this before you left the house.
That's called
there's a certain
manners.
level of couth and decorum that you should have when you step in any place.
Yeah.
Well, you be surprised.
In any place.
You gonna be-
I think.
Yeah, that's a guy thing.
If you can't
That's the problem
if you
with-
can't make the toilet, I mean,
Yeah. Sit down.
You need to.
Man, no, a lot of them, it don't be the guy thing. It just be just like how Sean and Reason said one time. How women just be. People just do stuff just cause they can do it.
But if you don't follow the rules, then you will continue to have that mindset.
Exactly.
Until somebody puts you in place and say, hey, we
Exactly.
do not do that.
Exactly.
I think
You got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
I think that rule about the dress code would clear a lot of that up because like my mom said, it weeds out a certain level of people with a certain level of classiness.
Right.
I know
That's what I think.
now that there's places, urban places, that I wouldn't go because I'm more afraid of violence. Right? Usually gun violence. Maybe not happening to me, but just happening, period. But guess what? Let me be honest with y'all. I don't have that thought to the same degree when I think of other places that I could go that could offer me the same thing.
That's right. That's right.
I
That's
agree.
right.
You see my point?
Mhm.
People laugh at me when I say I like Hoover, because the argument is, well, everything happened in Hoover there. Well, the amount of times that happens in Hoover compared to Fairfield or Bessemer or Inslee is much lower.
Yeah.
So that's
Right.
what I'm talking about.
Right.
Now, I would thought that a woman would have more respect for herself than me ain't got enough. When my wife told me that house, she thinks some women bathroom be looking.
Mm-hmm.
She said be looking more than worth than them. Now, when a woman would rather clean a man's bathroom other than to clean a woman's bathroom, that's pretty tough.
So okay, I don't understand.
I'm lost.
No. I ain't saying this to Mike. I'm just
No, I'm talking about for research.
So what do you mean when you say that?
what?
Okay, you said a woman's bathroom is more.
You remember we was talking about that, and you was like, no, I'd more rather clean up a man's bathroom than to clean a woman. I mean, because I didn't really think that a woman's bathroom be that nasty. I was like, well, I'd rather clean a woman's bathroom than clean a man. But you like, no, like because you be surprised of what you see in
The
women's
stuff you
bathrooms.
see, yep.
Well, that is true.
That's
That
true.
is
That's
true.
all I'm just saying.
But wouldn't that just totally depend on what location, what bathroom? You know, who is? There's a lot of factors in there. Because when you generalize it, that's just got to depend on where you are. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, I've never been to the women's bathroom in the corporate office, right?
True.
But the same team that cleans the men's bathroom also cleans theirs. I don't see them spending no more time in one or the other. I think it just all depends on, again, the people and where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But
That's
now, if
probably
now take that same scenario, I just said a corporate office. Now, if you was talking about The dollar store, I bet you the bathrooms are nasty, men or women, simply because it's just the lower end. It's probably gonna be on the lower end of town, and that's not gonna be a big focus.
Yeah.
No, it just all depends on, like you said, Chris, where you are. Where I was is a small department store. So yeah, I could see the difference because the employees had to clean the bathrooms.
Perfect example. The dollar store. If you look at the bathrooms in the dollar store with the certain level of people that come in, as compared to where my mom worked at a corporate building, insurance building where white collar folks are. It's just that simple.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be better.
It's just that simple.
Yeah. You're right.
Even in corporate bathrooms, I have witnessed women's bathrooms not being up to par like they should.
Sure, but
I have seen
the frequency though.
That is true.
Exactly. We're not saying that it doesn't exist.
I'm not saying
I'm just saying on the average.
Oh, okay.
On the average day, it's much cleaner in an insurance bathroom
than it is at the dollar tree.
At a Dollar Tree, well, you are definitely right. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not going to no Dollar Tree bathroom.
I'm not going in there either.
For the same reason or what he just said. That's the reason why you ain't going in there.
Yeah. I'm not saying today. I'm not saying there are gross people that come. Gross people are shaped. Comes in all shapes and sizes.
Yes, they are.
But guess what? Here's the one point that we're hitting on, but not saying.
All right.
Wherever you have poverty, everything's a whole lot worse.
Yeah.
Wherever there's poor folks, everything's worse. Rules aren't followed because nobody has nothing and don't have a reason to care.
That's right.
So everything's worse.
Nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You said it.
So that's what I think about that right there. But on the closing note, I think what we started with was that we do believe that rules and standards should apply, right?
They
Yes.
should.
Whenever they're established.
If you gonna come in my place and I got one,
See?
That's right.
See? It's as simple as that, right? Okay, so if it's...
because I want to do things the way I want it ran, and not the way you want it ran.
Well, isn't that what the Turkey Leg Hut people said? Okay, then case proved. They want it ran the way they want it ran. They own it.
Quarter jar.
That's right.
All right.
It don't matter how much money. You spending.
That's right.
You gonna either follow the rules or you can hit the road jack.
And James,
And
thank
don't
you for
come
that
back.
because you just put the nail in the coffin. Let's bang the gavel on that conversation right there.
Boom.
Boom. Ambush the game. Question everything you think you know.